Good morning, children. Welcome to science class. We have been discussing about the properties of materials. In the previous class, we studied about two properties of materials, that is, appearance and hardness. We understood that based on the appearance, materials can be grouped into lustrous and non-lustrous. In the same way, on the basis of hardness, things can be grouped into hard and soft. Today, we are going to see the solubility of materials. So, the third property is solubility. What do you mean by solubility? It is the ability of substances to be dissolved in water. So, in activity 4, you can see some solid substances. So, collect these substances such as sugar, salt, sand, chalk powder, and sawdust. Take 5 glasses and fill them with 2/3 of water. Add a spoonful of sugar to first, salt to second, sand to the third, chalk powder to the fourth, and sawdust to the fifth glass. Stir them with a spoon. What do you observe? Note your observations in table 4.3. We can observe that in the first 2 glasses, the sugar and salt have disappeared after some time. Isn't it? That means they dissolved completely in water. Such substances that dissolve in water are called soluble substances. At the same time, you can observe the sand, chalk powder, and sawdust do not mix with water and do not disappear even after stirring. These are insoluble in water. So, the substances that do not dissolve in water are called insoluble substances. Understood? Water plays an important role in the functioning of our body because it can dissolve a large number of substances. 90% of our blood is water. So, we know that nutrients, oxygen, waste materials, carbon dioxide, and many substances are dissolved in blood and are transported throughout our body. Now we have seen the solubility of some solids. Then what about liquids? In the activity 5, we can see 5 liquids such as vinegar, lemon juice, mustard oil, coconut oil, kerosene, etc. Take 5 glasses as we have done in the previous activity. Take water also in them. Pour a spoonful of each liquid to each glass. Stir and observe. We see that vinegar and lemon juice mix well with water. But coconut oil, kerosene or any other oil do not mix with water. They form a separate layer over the water. So we understand that some liquids are soluble while others are insoluble. So children, some liquids are dissolved in water and some others do not dissolve. Then what about gases? Do they dissolve in water? We know that plants and animals live in water. Then where do they get oxygen from? Yes, they take the dissolved oxygen present in water. In 5th standard, you studied about the breathing of fish, frog, etc. Isn't it? So, oxygen gas dissolved in water. You like to have soda, isn't it? You might have seen large number of bubbles in it. What are they? They are carbon dioxide gas. So, in soda water, carbon dioxide gas is dissolved. Some gases are soluble, whereas others are not. So, based on the property solubility, materials can be grouped as soluble and insoluble. Children, do the activities 4 and 5 and complete the table 4.3 and 4.4 respectively. These are simple activities which you can do in the presence of your parents. Okay, so do and complete the tables. Thank you, children.